Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Jahaneman. And once again, we are here with a woman of substance, a woman who has achieved greater heights, a woman whom we all are proud of, a woman whom Jahaneman is offering a title of Women of Substance and awarding on the International Women's Day. So I welcome wholeheartedly Mrs. Nalini ji to my show. How are you, Nalini ji?
I'm fine. Thank you, Dr. Halima, for getting me on the show today. And I'm very pleased. I'm very happy that you invited me to this program.
Thank you so much for accepting our title of Women of Substance. You deserve it. So, first of all, you let us know about you, about your achievements, and about your contributions and your passion.
Really, sure. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Nalini here, and I'm from Singapore. Right now, I'm sitting in Singapore, and I was actually born in Surat. That is Gujarat state in India, and I was 5 years old when I came to Singapore, and all the way I was in Singapore. So actually, I was brought up in Singapore, and we are the third generation citizen in Singapore. So professionally, I'm an accountant, and I have my company is since 19. My company is since 2002. So for 19 years, I'm operating my company, and I have a personal experience for about 25 to 30 years in my field. And we provide. I'm also a specialist and a certified professional to incorporate companies in Singapore, provide secretarial services, accounting, and tax services. So I have achieved till today is because over the years I keep on adding all the services till it became one-stop service. And I am also a member of the Global Women's Club, the co-founder of Singapore Chamber of Commerce, the member of Indian Chamber of Commerce, and very importantly and very actively involved in the BNI, means the Business Network International. So in 2020, when the COVID was going on and a lot of businesses were affected, I actually launched the first and the one and the only woman chapter in Singapore, and that is called BNI Venus. And this thought was came about because I really wanted to help women in business when actually times were bad, and I feel that they really needed some support and some platform where they can actually leverage on, and they will not be alone in their journey. So that is the thing I did in 2020. And of course, yeah, the women are very happy, and a lot of businesses is happening there, right? So yeah, and in my business, what I feel that not only my business, in any business, I feel that it is easy to start a business. It takes like 1 2 days to just start a business, but it is not easy to sustain a business. You see, you need, especially for a woman, you have a lot of challenges. You need to go through a lot of obstacles and struggles, and you face a lot of things, before you can actually sustain the business. It's not easy to run a business and keep the company going for 19 years. That is my greatest achievement.
Thank you very much. It's really a very tough task that you are handling, and it is the road not much walked by the women. The type of services you are providing. So it's very unique for you and unique to you that you have taken up this challenging task. But thankfully, during COVID, also you have provided the help and support to everyone, to the companies, to the individuals. So thank you very much for having so a wonderful woman and having so a strong woman. Now, as you know that we are celebrating this International Women's Day on a theme, emotional fashion. So what is your understanding of emotional fashion?
Okay, my understanding for emotional fashion means actually is the power of clothes. So it also includes your appearance, including your hairstyle. So because we always say the first impression is always the last impression, right? So if we wear something good, it increases our confidence level of walking and talking and presenting at least by 50%. So it will also make us feel positive, and we will create a great aura for the rest of them. When you are in an environment where you feel good, the rest will feel good also. That's what I believe.
Great, great, great understanding. And do you think that there is a connection between emotion and fashion, or do we really need to fashion our emotions?
I think there is a relationship, because if we want to be, if you will notice this, that if a woman is not dressed properly, they actually always in a very low level of mood. But if you look at someone who is really professionally dressed, especially when the woman is in business, I feel that you need to look good. And that doesn't mean that you have to wear branded clothes or wear expensive clothes, or you have to wear something which is comfortable, suitable, and most importantly is, as a woman you wear different hats, so you are already playing different roles. So you should know when you need to present yourself, how to present yourself, and when to present yourself, so that you have to maintain your confidence level in every role. That's all.
So nice of you. Thank you very much. And especially, I liked your dialogue of wearing different hats. A woman has to play different roles, and then accordingly, she has to dress up. Do you think that this fast changing fashion is a threat to our environment and is harming it? Because frequently, if the fashion is changing, the people are into habit of getting into the new set of clothing and dressing and accessories, and then they buy even more than I think they need. So they buy more than their needs, and in this way they pile up the things, and it is again harming our environment. Do you agree with this thought process?
It actually it happens unconsciously, let me put it that way. A lot of times we keep on buying things, and not realizing that we are overspending. So it's very important that we know our limits, where we are spending the money and all that. But unconsciously, yeah, it happens that suddenly your wardrobe is like just blowing up, and you don't know what to do. But if you are aware of this, then definitely you should do something about it, and either just donate away your clothes, or stop buying new clothes until you realize what you're doing.
Okay, so nice of you. Thank you very much. And purposely I have taken this theme, this International Women's Day, that at least those who are coming to our talk show, so they are very consciously speaking about this, and they are spreading the message about this, that we have to be little careful and little sensitive about our environment before buying anything. We have to just look at our wardrobe and check whether we really need it or we don't need it. So now I need a message from the beautiful lady for all the beautiful women of the world. What is your message for them?
My my intention, truly from the heart, is actually I would always like to make a difference in other women's life. In every way, or in any way which I can help, I would love to help them. And um, see, I'll just share with you, a lot of women there. You see, we say Happy Women's Day, but do you realize that they are actually suffering in silence? A lot of times they are not even able to say out or ask for help, because they feel that, oh, we are women, this is part and parcel of a woman's life, and this is society, and we need to follow what the society says. But I disagree, because I feel that it's time you wake up, you stand up and voice out for yourself, and please share your emotions and your rights, you know to get to the world. And if you are having an issue, saying it out, please talk to another woman, because a woman understand another woman. And I think there will always be a solution. Plus, don't suffer in silence. That is my message to all the women. This is your day. You should be happy, you should be confident, and you should be proud that you're a woman. Don't curse yourself because you are having problems, you're a woman. No, say, I'm a woman, I'm proud of myself. Thank you very much.
So nice of you. And thank you very much for giving such a wonderful message for the women, that we should always feel proud of ourselves, and we should never think that we are a little less than we are women. We are not only equal, we are little ahead. in this sense that we are the creator of the new generation. So that this men cannot do. This is given especially to us. So we should feel proud of ourselves, and we should always be happy and cheerful if there is any problem. So let's contact to the people who care for us. Like, let's contact to Nalini, who cares for all the women
That
across
is
the
why
world.
I left my phone number there.
Yeah,
If
I can
anybody
see.
wants any kind of consultation, please feel free. I'm not only an accountant, I have passion for music. So those who have passion for music, they can actually feel the other person's pain. So and have gratitude of what you are having today, because what we have, not many people are having. Don't compare yourself with others, compare yourself with yourself. That's all.
Thank you very much for being with us, and congratulations on your award of being Women of Substance. And I request you to be with us tomorrow on 7th March so that we can formally present you this award. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And my dear sisters, thank you very much. I wish you all happy International Women's Day. Kindly join us on 7 at 10 a.m. India time so that you all can be the part of these grand celebrations of Women of Substance Award and a symposium on aspiring and inspiring women. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye-bye.